My child, come closer. Listen with the ears of your spirit, for the words I speak to you now are not of human origin, but flow directly from the heart of your Father, from the throne room of eternity, where your name is spoken with love. I see you in the quiet hours of the night, when the world is asleep and the weight of your circumstances feels like a physical presence in the room. I have seen the tears that fall silently onto your pillow, each one a prayer your mouth could not form. You have felt unseen, unheard, as if your cries for help have been absorbed by the ceiling above you, never reaching heaven. The ache in your soul is a language I understand perfectly. You have worn a mask of strength for so long, presenting a calm exterior to a world that does not know the internal storm you are navigating. The constant pressure to be okay, to have it all together, has exhausted you. You feel like a ship tossed on a relentless sea, with no lighthouse in sight, no shoreline promising rest. The waves of disappointment, delay, and discouragement have crashed over you, leaving you breathless and weary to your very core. You have questioned my presence, my timing, my goodness. You have looked at the promises in my word and then at the reality of your life, and a chasm of doubt has tried to form between them. This feeling of being spiritually stranded, of being forgotten in the midst of your most desperate need, is a heavy burden to carry alone. You have fought to hold on to a sliver of faith, even when your emotions screamed that all hope was lost. You have whispered my name in the darkness, a fragile plea for intervention, a desperate cry for a sign that I am still with you. But I am here to tell you, my beloved child, that the season of silent suffering is coming to an end. I have not been distant. I have been nearer than your own breath, collecting every tear in a bottle, recording every whispered prayer in the books of heaven. The silence you perceived was not my absence, but the stillness before a great and mighty move of my spirit. I am stepping into your situation with a power that parts seas and moves mountains. A divine interruption is scheduled on your behalf, and the appointed time is now. This week, the very atmosphere around you will begin to shift. The heavy spiritual fog that has clouded your mind and heart is about to be burned away by the light of my presence. I am sending my light not just to illuminate your path, but to go before you and make the crooked places straight. Where you have encountered closed doors, I am dispatching angels to stand guard, for I am about to open a door for you that no man can shut. The very foundations of the problems that have plagued you are beginning to tremble at the sound of my voice. This is not a gradual, slow, imperceptible change. This will be a sudden turn, a dramatic shift that will leave you in awe of my power and my love for you. The things you have been striving for, fighting for, and weeping over are about to be released into your hands. The resistance you have felt is breaking. The delays are being dissolved. My power is flowing like a mighty river into the dry and barren places of your life, bringing renewal, restoration, and life in abundance. This is your moment of supernatural turnaround. The change that is coming is far greater than a simple alteration of your circumstances. I am doing a deep and transformative work within you. The pressure you have endured was not meant to crush you, but to purify you, to forge within you a strength and resilience you did not know you possessed. Like gold refined in the fire, your character has been strengthened, your faith has been tested and found true. You are emerging from this season not weakened, but fortified. I am about to reveal to you the purpose behind the pain, the reason for the waiting. You will see with perfect clarity how every moment of your struggle has been woven into a beautiful tapestry, a masterpiece that will bring glory to my name. This revelation will heal the wounds of the past and fill you with a profound sense of peace and understanding. You will see that I was working in the waiting, preparing you for a blessing so great that your former life could not have contained it. You are being positioned for a new level of influence, a new anointing, a new measure of my spirit. The limitations that once held you back are becoming the launching pad for your greatest victories. What was meant to be a stumbling block will become a stepping stone into the greater destiny I have prepared for you. You are not just receiving a solution to a problem, you are receiving a promotion in the spirit. You are stepping into a new identity, one marked by unwavering faith and the undeniable evidence of my favor on your life. Therefore, stand firm in your faith, for your victory is assured. The battle has already been won in the heavenly realms, and you are about to see the manifestation of that victory in your physical world. I am clothing you with a fresh armor of faith, a shield that will extinguish every fiery dart of doubt and fear. Your mind is being renewed. Your heart is being strengthened. I am pouring into you a spirit of courage and confidence, a holy boldness to believe for the impossible. This week, you will begin to see signs, wonders, and miracles. You will receive unexpected phone calls, emails, and opportunities. Financial provision will come from sources you did not anticipate. Relationships that were broken will be miraculously restored. Peace will flood your home where there has been turmoil. Clarity will replace confusion. The favor of God will go before you, opening doors and silencing the voices of opposition. This is not a hope for the distant future. This is a prophetic declaration for your immediate now. The heavens are moving on your behalf. The resources of my kingdom are being released for your sake. Your time of weeping is over. Your season of rejoicing has begun. Prepare yourself to receive, for I am a God who does not lie, and my word will not return to me void. It will accomplish the very thing for which I have sent it. Your situation is subject to change at the command of my word, and I have spoken the command. Before you continue, write in the comments, I received this message from God today. What I am about to reveal next will shift your perspective on the very nature of my power in your life, and it is crucial that you understand it for the days ahead. Listen carefully, for the breakthrough you are about to experience is not a random event. My child, I want you to understand the depth of what is happening. The change I am bringing is not merely a surface-level adjustment of your external world. It is a fundamental recalibration of your spiritual reality. You have been living under a weight, a persistent pressure that has tried to convince you that your current state is your final destination. This pressure has manifested as anxiety in the morning and sleeplessness at night. It has whispered lies of inadequacy, telling you that you are not strong enough, not worthy enough, not faithful enough to see a breakthrough. It has been a constant, draining force, subtly eroding your hope and causing you to lower your expectations. You have felt this in your body as fatigue, in your mind as a fog of confusion, and in your spirit as a profound sense of isolation. You have prayed for relief, for the lifting of this burden, and at times, the silence in response has felt deafening, making you wonder if your prayers were even being heard. You have watched others receive their miracles, celebrate their victories, and you have smiled for them while a quiet pain echoed in your own heart, asking, "My God, when will it be my turn?" This ache of being on the outside looking in, of waiting for a promise that feels perpetually delayed, is one of the deepest pains a heart can endure. It is a pain I have seen, and a pain I am now coming to heal completely. My response to this deep and abiding pain is not a simple wave of a hand, but a deliberate and powerful infusion of my very essence into your life. I am pouring out my spirit upon you in a fresh and tangible way. This is the living water I have promised, a river that flows from my throne and brings life to everything it touches. Right now, as you absorb these words, feel that river beginning to flow within you. It is a current of peace that is beginning to push back the tides of anxiety. It is a stream of clarity that is starting to clear the fog of confusion. It is a wellspring of joy that is bubbling up to replace the sorrow that has taken root in your heart. I am not just changing your circumstances, I am changing you from the inside out. I am strengthening the foundations of your faith, reinforcing the walls of your spirit, and rebuilding the areas of your heart that have been broken down by prolonged struggle. This divine action is like a gentle but persistent rain falling on parched ground. At first, the ground is hard and resistant, but as the rain continues to fall, the earth softens, and what was once barren begins to show signs of new life. This is what I am doing in your spirit. I am softening the hard places, healing the bruised places, and preparing you to bloom in ways you never thought possible. My presence is the catalyst for this transformation, and my presence is surrounding you now, a tangible force of love and power. The revelation that is dawning in your spirit is this: your struggle has been a training ground. You have not been abandoned in the wilderness. You have been enrolled in the school of the Spirit. Every challenge you have faced has been a lesson in trust. Every moment of weakness has been an opportunity to discover the true source of your strength. Every tear you have cried has watered the seeds of a testimony that will bring hope to countless others. You are about to understand that I have been using the opposition you faced to develop in you a spiritual authority and a depth of character that could not have been forged in a life of ease. You are graduating from this season of testing. The diploma you will receive is a new anointing, a greater measure of my glory resting upon your life. You will look back at this period not with bitterness, but with gratitude. For you will see that it was the very thing that positioned you for the incredible destiny I have for you. This is a profound shift in perspective. You will no longer see your scars as marks of pain, but as symbols of victory, as proof that you have overcome. You will realize that I was with you in the fire, and you have come out without even the smell of smoke on you, carrying with you a new power and a new authority to walk in the fullness of your calling. This is your prophetic victory. It is the victory of seeing with spiritual eyes, of understanding my ways, of knowing that I work all things together for your good. Your victory is not just in the changing of your situation, but in the transformation of your heart. The greatest promise being fulfilled this week is not just an open door or a financial provision. It is the promise of my abiding presence, a peace that surpasses all understanding guarding your heart and your mind. You will walk into rooms and your very presence will shift the atmosphere. You will speak words of life that will bring encouragement and healing to others. The strength you have gained in your secret place of struggle will now become a public display of my power. You are becoming a living, breathing testament to my faithfulness. Your life will be a sign and a wonder, a clear demonstration that I am a God who restores, redeems, and makes all things new. This is the promise that is unfolding. The chains are not just breaking, they are melting away in the heat of my love. The walls are not just crumbling, they are dissolving into dust. You are stepping out of the prison of your past circumstances and into the wide open space of your promised land. Prepare your heart to receive this, for the fulfillment is at hand. The dawn is breaking, and your new day has come. If this message is touching your heart, you may show love through the thanks button. It helps us continue delivering God's message to more people. There is something much bigger happening behind what you see, a celestial alignment that is making this week a pivotal moment in your timeline. Stay with me, for the next piece of this revelation will unlock the door you have been pushing against. My child, let us go deeper still. I want to speak to the part of you that has grown weary in the fight, the part that has started to believe that this struggle is your new normal. You have adapted to the hardship, learned to function amidst the chaos, and that in itself is a testament to your resilience. But I did not create you merely to survive. I created you to thrive. The pain you have been enduring is not just a general sense of difficulty. It is specific. It is the pain of a dream deferred, a promise that seems to have expired. It is the ache of seeing your potential locked away behind doors of circumstance, doors you have pushed on with all your might, only to find them unyielding. It is the frustration of pouring your heart, your energy, and your resources into something, only to see little or no fruit. This has created a deep-seated disappointment, a quiet grief for the life you feel you should be living. You look at your hands and feel they should be building something beautiful, but instead, they feel empty. You listen to your heart and hear a song of purpose, but the world around you seems to be playing a different dissonant tune. This conflict between your inner calling and your outer reality has been a source of immense turmoil. You have felt stuck, as if your feet are encased in concrete, unable to move forward into the destiny you know I have for you. This feeling of being trapped, of your life being on hold, has been one of the most painful aspects of your journey. In response to this specific pain of stagnation and unfulfilled potential, I am breathing my ruach, my very breath of life, upon the dry bones of your dreams. Where your vision has become bleak and colorless, I am infusing it with vibrant hope. Where your passion has dwindled to a faint ember, I am fanning it into a blazing fire. My action in your life this week is one of divine activation. I am turning the key in the ignition of your destiny. The engine that has been stalled is roaring back to life. This is not something you have to strive for. It is something you must receive. I am releasing a creative flow, an outpouring of new ideas, strategies, and solutions that will bypass the obstacles that have stood in your way. The very things that have been a source of frustration will now become the raw materials for your greatest creations. I am moving the hearts of key people, aligning them with your purpose. You will find that conversations flow with ease, favor is granted where it was once denied, and support comes from the most unexpected places. This is the movement of heaven on your behalf. It is a supernatural orchestration, a divine choreography where every piece is falling into place at the perfect time. The feeling of being stuck is being replaced by a powerful sense of momentum. You will feel a divine wind at your back, propelling you forward with a grace and ease that you have not known before. The greater revelation I am imparting to you now is that your period of waiting was a period of hidden growth. In the darkness, your roots were growing deep. While you felt you were going nowhere, you were in fact establishing a foundation strong enough to support the great structure I am about to build upon your life. A skyscraper cannot be built on a shallow foundation. The height of your destiny required a depth of preparation that you could not see or understand at the time. You were not being held back, you were being anchored. Now that the foundation is secure, the building can begin, and it will rise quickly. You will see accelerated progress, a divine speeding up of the process. What would normally take years will be accomplished in months. What would take months will be accomplished in weeks. This is the season of my sudden lies. You will understand that every delay was for your protection, every denial was a divine redirection, and every moment of waiting was accumulating a spiritual potential that is about to be released with explosive power. This understanding will remove all regret and replace it with a profound sense of gratitude for the entire process. For you will see my hand in every detail, weaving it all together for a glorious outcome. Your prophetic victory, therefore, is the victory of purpose unleashed. It is the joy of finally doing what you were created to do. It is the deep satisfaction of seeing your gifts and talents being used for a higher purpose, of making an impact on the world around you. Your victory is the sound of chains falling from your mind, the chains of self-doubt, fear of failure, and procrastination. You are stepping into a realm of creative freedom and divine empowerment. The armor of faith you are wearing is not just for protection, it is for advancement. It is the confidence to step out of the boat and walk on the water, to attempt things so great that they are doomed to fail without my intervention. This is your time to build, to create, to innovate, to lead. The song in your heart will no longer be a quiet melody of hope, but a loud anthem of praise, a symphony of purpose fulfilled. The emptiness in your hands will be replaced by the weight of glory, the tangible evidence of my blessing and favor. You are moving from a position of being stuck to a position of being an unstoppable force for my kingdom. The world will see what I am doing in your life, and they will know that it is the work of a mighty God. Before we move on, if you're not subscribed yet, do it now so you never miss God's next message for you. The answer you have waited for is closer than you think, woven into the very fabric of the next revelation I have for you. Prepare your heart, for I am about to show you how I turn your greatest weakness into your most profound strength. My child, let us address the shadows of the past that have clung to you, the memories of failure and hurt that have tried to define your future. You carry within you the echoes of words spoken against you, the sting of betrayal, the weight of past mistakes. These experiences have created an internal resistance, a subconscious fear that history will repeat itself. You have been cautious, hesitant to trust fully, to love deeply, to hope extravagantly, because the pain of past wounds has made you build walls around your heart for protection. This emotional armor, while intended to keep you safe, has also kept you from receiving the fullness of the love and blessing I desire to pour into you. You have felt a disconnect between your head and your heart. Your head knows my promises are true, but your heart, bruised and tender, struggles to fully embrace them. This internal conflict has been a source of great weariness. You have fought against cycles of negative thinking, patterns of self-sabotage, and a lingering sense of unworthiness that tries to tell you that you don't deserve the good things that are coming. This pain is deep and often hidden, a silent struggle that no one else sees, but one that I have witnessed in its entirety. My divine action in response to this deep emotional pain is a profound and gentle healing. I am the great physician, and I am performing a delicate surgery on your heart. I am not ripping down the walls you have built. I am dissolving them with my unconditional love. I am pouring the oil of my spirit upon your old wounds, not to numb them, but to heal them from the inside out. This week, you will begin to experience this healing in a tangible way. Memories that once brought a sharp sting of pain will lose their power over you. You will be able to look back not with regret or bitterness, but with a newfound sense of peace and forgiveness, both for others and for yourself. I am washing you with the living water of my word, cleansing you from the stains of the past. This is a deep internal purification. I am removing the roots of bitterness, fear, and insecurity that have been tangled around your heart. In their place, I am planting seeds of trust, confidence, and a deep, unshakable knowledge of your true identity as my beloved child. You will begin to feel lighter, as if a great weight has been lifted from your shoulders. The emotional chains that have kept you tethered to the past are being broken, and you are being set free to run into the future I have for you with a whole and restored heart. The greater revelation that accompanies this healing is that your past does not disqualify you. It qualifies you. Every scar, every tear, every mistake has been redeemed and repurposed. Your story of overcoming will become a source of immense strength and a powerful tool to bring hope to others. You are about to understand that your greatest ministry will come from your deepest pain. The empathy, compassion, and wisdom you have gained through your trials are priceless treasures. I am turning your mess into a message, your test into a testimony. You will see that nothing in your life has been wasted. Every broken piece is being used to create a beautiful mosaic, a work of art that displays my redemptive power. This revelation will silence the voice of condemnation forever. You will no longer see yourself through the lens of your past failures, but through the lens of my grace. You will fully grasp that you are a new creation, that the old has gone and the new has come. This understanding will unlock a new level of freedom and boldness in your life, empowering you to step into your calling without the weight of shame or regret holding you back. This is your prophetic victory over the past. It is the victory of a heart made whole, of a mind renewed, of a spirit set free. Your victory is the ability to love without fear, to trust without reservation, and to hope with wild abandon. You are being clothed in a garment of praise instead of a spirit of despair. The joy of the Lord is becoming your strength in a way you have never experienced before. You will no longer be defined by what was done to you or by what you have done, but by what I am doing in you and through you. This is a complete and total restoration. You are stepping out of the shadows of yesterday and into the brilliant light of a new day. The emotional and mental limitations that have held you captive are being shattered. You are being released into a fullness of life, a richness of relationship, and a depth of peace that you have longed for. This victory is not temporary. It is an eternal work of my grace. The healing I am releasing this week will be a foundation upon which you will build the rest of your life, a foundation of wholeness, freedom, and unshakable peace. Comment below. My testimony is coming soon. What I will reveal next may change everything you believe about the connection between your words and your breakthrough. Listen, for the heavens are bending low to hear what you will say next. My child, I must speak to you now about the atmosphere in your home and in your mind. For too long you have been breathing in an air thick with worry, doubt, and negativity. The constant barrage of bad news from the world, combined with the internal monologue of your own fears, has created a toxic environment for your faith to grow. You have felt the oppressive weight of this atmosphere, a spiritual heaviness that makes even simple tasks feel monumental. It has been a struggle to maintain a positive outlook, to speak words of faith, when your surroundings and your feelings seem to scream the opposite. You have wrestled with conversations that drain your spirit, with thoughts that spiral into worst-case scenarios, and with a general sense of foreboding that has tried to steal your peace. This subtle but persistent opposition has been working to contaminate your hope, to make you believe that your situation is unchangeable, that this is just the way things are. You have longed for a breakthrough, but the very air you breathe has felt charged with the static of impossibility, making it difficult to hear my still, small voice. This battle for the atmosphere of your life has been exhausting, a constant, unseen struggle that has taken a significant toll on your spiritual and emotional energy. My divine action is a powerful, cleansing wind of my spirit that is blowing through your life, your home, and your mind this week. I am displacing the heavy, stagnant air of fear and replacing it with the fresh, invigorating air of faith and expectation. I am commanding a shift in the spiritual climate around you. Just as I spoke, "Peace be still," to the raging storm on the sea, I am speaking peace over the turmoil in your heart and in your home. This is a supernatural intervention. You will begin to notice a tangible difference. The tension will dissipate. Arguments will cease. A sense of calm and tranquility will settle over your household. More than that, I am purifying your thought life. I am giving you the power to take every thought captive and make it obedient to me. I am breaking the cycles of negative thinking and replacing them with a divine perspective. I am washing your mind with the water of my word so that your thoughts will align with my thoughts. which are thoughts of peace, of a future, and of a hope. This is the armor of faith being fitted perfectly to you, especially the helmet of salvation, which guards your mind from the onslaught of doubt and despair. You will find yourself naturally thinking thoughts of victory, of possibility, of my goodness, with an ease that you have not experienced before. The greater revelation I am unveiling is the creative power I have placed within your own mouth. For it is written, life and death are in the power of the tongue. You have not been a passive victim of your circumstances. You are a powerful co-creator with me. The shift in atmosphere is not just something I am doing for you. It is something I am empowering you to do with me. You are about to understand that your words, when aligned with my word, have the power to shape your reality. You will see a direct correlation between what you declare in faith and what you see manifest in your life. This is a profound spiritual principle that is being activated in your life in a new way. You will learn to speak to the mountains of your problems and command them to be moved. You will learn to prophesy over your own future, to call forth those things that are not as though they were. This revelation will move you from a defensive posture of merely enduring your circumstances to an offensive posture of actively creating your desired outcomes through faith-filled declarations. You are not just a spectator watching me work. You are a participant in the miracle, a vessel through which my creative power flows. This is a significant maturation in your walk of faith. This leads to your prophetic victory. You are taking authority over your atmosphere. Your victory is found in the sound of your own voice, speaking my promises with unwavering conviction. You will no longer tolerate an environment of fear or doubt. You will become a thermostat, not a thermometer, setting the spiritual temperature of every room you enter. Your home will become a sanctuary of peace, a haven of my presence, because you will fill it with words of praise and faith. Your mind will become a garden of life, where you intentionally cultivate thoughts of hope and truth. This is a victory of dominion. You are taking back the ground that was lost to worry and anxiety. The movement of heaven in your favor is now being partnered with the movement of your own mouth. As you speak, angels are dispatched. As you declare my word, heavenly resources are released. Your words are becoming swords in the spirit, cutting through the resistance and clearing a path for your breakthrough. This is a powerful and lasting change. You are not just receiving a temporary reprieve. You are learning a new way to live, a new way to reign in life through the power of your words, aligned with mine. This week, you will open your mouth and be astonished at the power that is released. The change is not just coming, it is being spoken into existence by you. What I will show you next is how to sustain this victory for the rest of your life. Do not look away, for the key to your permanent freedom is about to be placed in your hand. My child, let us speak of the future. The pain you have experienced has not only affected your present, but it has also cast a long shadow over your perception of the days to come. You have found it difficult to dream, to plan, to look forward with excitement, because a part of you has been braced for more disappointment. The uncertainty of your situation has created a deep-seated anxiety about what lies ahead. You have asked yourself, will I ever get there? Will things ever truly change for good? Or is this just a temporary break before the next storm? This fear of the future is a subtle but powerful chain that has kept your hope on a leash. It has robbed you of the joy of anticipation and replaced it with the stress of apprehension. You have been living one day at a time, not out of peaceful trust, but out of a need to protect your heart from further pain. You have been hesitant to make long-term plans or to fully invest your heart in a future vision because the ground beneath you has felt unstable for so long. This has been a lonely struggle, this quiet battle against a future you cannot see, a future that your past experiences have taught you to be wary of. My divine action is to pull back the curtain of time and give you a glimpse of the glorious future I have prepared for you. I am not speaking of a vague, distant hope, but a tangible, certain destiny. I am breathing my eternal perspective into your finite understanding. This week, I am releasing to you a renewed vision, a divine blueprint for your life that will ignite your passion and set your heart ablaze with purpose. This vision will be so clear, so compelling, that it will overwhelm the anxieties that have plagued you. It will be a light so bright that it will completely dispel the shadows of doubt about your future. I am anointing your spiritual eyes to see beyond your current circumstances, to see yourself as I see you, victorious, prosperous, influential, and filled with a joy that overflows. This is more than just positive thinking. This is a prophetic impartation. I am downloading my plans and purposes directly into your spirit. You will wake up with new ideas, new dreams, and a renewed sense of direction. The confusion about your next steps will be replaced by a clear, step-by-step guidance system orchestrated by my Holy Spirit. You will feel a divine certainty settle in your soul, a deep knowing that your future is secure in my hands. The greater revelation here is that your future is not something you are walking towards. It is something that is walking towards you. The blessings, the opportunities, the relationships I have ordained for your future are already in motion, heading in your direction. The heavens are moving in your favor, not just for today, but for all your tomorrows. You are on a collision course with your destiny. This understanding changes everything. It removes the pressure to strive and perform and replaces it with a peaceful confidence to align and receive. You will realize that your primary role is not to make things happen, but to prepare yourself for what I am already bringing to pass. This preparation involves cultivating a heart of gratitude, a spirit of expectation, and a life of obedience. The future is not a terrifying unknown. It is a guaranteed promise from a faithful God. This revelation will sever the root of anxiety about the future and plant in its place a tree of life, whose leaves are for the healing of your heart and the restoration of your dreams. You will begin to live with a forward-leaning posture of faith, eagerly anticipating the good things that are on their way to you. This is your prophetic victory over fear of the future. It is the victory of a hope that is alive and active, a hope that is an anchor for your soul, firm and secure. You are being released from the prison of what if and stepping into the freedom of God will. Your armor of faith is now complete, protecting you from front to back, from the regrets of the past to the worries of the future. You will walk with a new confidence, a divine swagger, knowing that your steps are ordered by me. You will make plans with boldness. You will dream bigger than ever before, and you will invest your heart fully in the vision I have given you, because you know that I am able to do exceedingly, abundantly, above all that you could ask or think. This week marks the end of living in survival mode and the beginning of living in the fullness of your destiny. The shadow of apprehension is replaced by the sunshine of anticipation. Your future is bright, your path is clear, and your heart is filled with an unshakable peace. You are not just going to be okay, you are going to be magnificent, a shining testament to my power, my love, and my faithfulness for all the world to see. The final piece of this message is the most important. What I will tell you now will seal this work in your spirit forever. Do you believe I can open doors no one can shut? The next one is for you. My child, we have arrived at the heart of the matter. This is the moment where prophecy becomes reality, where my word takes on flesh in your life. The core of your pain has been a feeling of separation from me, a spiritual distance that has made your struggles feel unbearable. In your darkest moments, the most painful thought has not been the problem itself, but the feeling that you are facing it alone. The opposition you faced has tried to sever your connection to your source of strength, to make you feel like an orphan in a storm. This has been the deepest wound, the fear of abandonment. You have cried out, "My God, where are you?" And the perceived silence has been interpreted as absence. This has led to a spiritual weariness, a fatigue of the soul that is far more draining than any physical exhaustion. You have tried to sustain your own faith, to generate your own hope, to be your own source of strength, and it has left you depleted. This struggle to stay connected, to feel my presence in the midst of overwhelming challenges, has been the ultimate battle of this season. My ultimate action, the culmination of everything I have spoken to you, is this. I am closing the distance. I am tearing the veil that has made you feel separated from me. This week, you will experience my presence in a way that is more real and tangible than anything you have ever known. It will not be a fleeting feeling or an emotional high, but a constant, abiding reality. I am immersing you in the river of my love, baptizing you in the fire of my spirit. You will feel my arms around you, my strength upholding you, my voice guiding you. The feeling of being alone is being utterly and permanently eradicated from your life. I am with you always, even to the end of the age. This promise is becoming your living, breathing reality. You will no longer have to strive to feel close to me. You will simply exist in a state of constant communion. My peace will be your pillow, my joy will be your strength, and my love will be the very air you breathe. This is the ultimate healing, the ultimate restoration, the ultimate breakthrough. It is the restoration of intimacy between you and your Father. Your prophetic blessing number today is 7. Your prophetic word is breakthrough. Comment below. I receive this prophetic blessing from God over my life and my home. This blessing is not random. There is a reason this message reached you today. Stay until the end. The final revelation will confirm everything. The greatest revelation of all is that I have never left you, not for a moment. In the depths of your pain, I was there, holding you, even when you could not feel me. In the fire of your trial, I was there, walking beside you. In the silence of your waiting, I was there, working all things for your good. The change you are experiencing this week is not me arriving, but your senses being awakened to the reality of my constant presence. The work was finished at the cross. The access was granted. The veil was torn. The opposition you have faced was designed to blind you to this truth, to make you forget who you are and whose you are. But its power is broken. Your eyes are opening. You are awakening to the glorious reality that you are a temple of my Holy Spirit, that I make my home in you. You are a carrier of my glory, a vessel of my power. This revelation changes you from a seeker of God to a demonstrator of God. You will no longer be looking for a breakthrough. You will be walking as a breakthrough, bringing my presence and my power into every situation you encounter. This is your ultimate prophetic victory. It is the victory of abiding. It is the victory of knowing, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that you are never alone. This is the pearl of great price, the treasure hidden in the field. With this, you have everything. With this, you are unstoppable. The armor of faith is not something you put on. It is who you are, for you are clothed in me. The living water is not something you drink. It is a river that flows from within you. The light is not something you follow. It is a light that shines from you. This is the fulfillment of my greatest desire for you, that you would know me, that you would walk with me, and that you would live and move and have your being in me. This week, your situation changes because your awareness of my presence changes. And when you become fully aware of the God who lives inside you, there is no situation on earth that can stand against you. The mountains will flow down at your presence. The valleys will be exalted. The crooked places will be made straight. For the glory of the Lord is being revealed in you. Can you feel that this message reached you for a reason? The confirmation you have been seeking is not in a sign, but in the peace that is flooding your heart right now. Hold on, for the final seal on this promise is about to be pressed upon your spirit. My child, we have journeyed through the landscape of your pain and arrived at the precipice of your promise. You have felt the weight of expectation, the pressure from yourself and others to have it all figured out. This pressure to perform, to measure up, to achieve a certain level of success by a certain age, has been a heavy yoke upon your shoulders. It has made you feel like you are constantly running a race you can never win, always falling short of an invisible standard. This has been a source of deep-seated insecurity and a quiet desperation. You have compared your life to others, to the carefully curated images you see, and it has left you feeling inadequate and behind. This comparison has been a thief, stealing the joy of your own unique path and purpose. You have wrestled with the feeling that your life is not making a difference, that your existence is small and insignificant in the grand scheme of things. This pain of perceived insignificance is a profound ache, a cry from your spirit to live a life of meaning and impact. In response to this, my divine action is to anoint you with a fresh oil of gladness and purpose. I am breaking the yoke of performance and comparison from your neck. I am lifting the burden of expectation and replacing it with my light and easy yoke. I am speaking your true name over you, a name that is known and celebrated in heaven. I am commissioning you for your specific, unique assignment on this earth. This week, you will receive a profound sense of your own value and importance in my kingdom. It will not be based on your accomplishments, your possessions, or the opinions of others, but on the unshakable truth that you are fearfully and wonderfully made, created in my image for a divine purpose. This anointing will fill you with a holy confidence. You will no longer feel the need to prove your worth to anyone, for you will be secure in my love and my calling on your life. This is an impartation of royal identity. You are a child of the King, and you will begin to walk and talk and think like one. The spirit of insignificance is being banished, and a spirit of adoption, of belonging, of profound significance is taking its place. The greater revelation is that your life is a critical piece in my grand, eternal puzzle. You are not a minor character in someone else's story. You are the protagonist in a story of divine importance that I am writing. Every step you have taken, every lesson you have learned, has been preparing you for the role you are about to play. The impact you are destined to make is far greater than you have ever imagined. You will touch lives you may never meet, influence generations you will never see. Your obedience, your faith, your love, they send ripples through eternity. This revelation will free you from the need for human applause, for you will understand that your audience is one, and your work is being recorded in the annals of heaven. You will see that true success is not measured by worldly standards, but by faithfulness to the unique call I have placed on your life. This will bring a profound sense of peace and contentment, for you will find your ultimate satisfaction not in what you can get, but in what you can give, not in being served, but in serving the purpose for which you were created. This is your prophetic victory over insignificance. It is the victory of a life lived on purpose, for a purpose. It is the deep, abiding joy of knowing that your life matters. The armor of faith you wear is now polished with the brilliance of your divine identity. You will walk with a new posture, a new authority, because you know who you are and who sent you. The movement of heaven is backing you, because you are aligned with heaven's purpose. You are stepping into a season of fruitful labor, where your efforts will produce an abundant harvest for my kingdom. The days of feeling small are over. The era of impactful living has begun. You are my hands, my feet, my voice in the earth. You are a city on a hill that cannot be hidden, a light that shines in the uncertainty, drawing others to the hope that you have found in me. This is your calling. This is your destiny, and it begins in earnest this week. The change in your situation is the launching pad for the change you will bring to the world. The final revelation is not about what I will do, but about who you will become. Listen with your entire being, for this is your coronation. My child, you have endured a season where your own strength has failed you. You have come to the end of your own resources, your own wisdom, your own ability to make things right. This has been a painful but necessary process of surrender. The pain of helplessness, of realizing that you cannot fix your situation on your own, has been humbling. It has brought you to your knees, stripped of your self-reliance and pride. You have felt weak, vulnerable, and at times, completely powerless against the tide of your circumstances. You have looked in the mirror and seen someone you barely recognize, someone tired and worn down by the constant struggle. This feeling of personal failure, of not being strong enough to overcome the challenges before you, has been a source of deep discouragement. It has tried to whisper to you that you are a victim, that your circumstances are bigger than you, and that you are destined to be overcome by them. My divine action in this place of utter surrender is to infuse you with my supernatural strength, for it is written, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Where you are weak, I am strong." This is not a metaphor. It is a spiritual transaction. I am exchanging your weakness for my strength, your exhaustion for my energy, your inadequacy for my all-sufficiency. This week, you will feel a surge of divine power rising up within you. You will find you have the strength to do what you could not do before, the resilience to withstand what would have once broken you, the wisdom to solve problems that were once unsolvable. This is the armor of God becoming your very skin. You are not just wearing it. You are being fused with it. The belt of truth is your integrity. The breastplate of righteousness is your character. The shoes of peace are your stability. The shield of faith is your confidence. The helmet of salvation is your mindset. And the sword of the Spirit, which is my word, is your voice. You are becoming a walking embodiment of my power and my presence on the earth. The ultimate revelation is this: the change in your situation is not the goal. The goal was always the change in you. I have allowed this prolonged season of difficulty to wean you from all other sources of strength and to make me your one and only foundation. The breakthrough in your circumstances is simply the external evidence of the internal transformation that has already taken place. You are no longer the person who entered this trial. You are stronger, wiser, purer, and more deeply in love with me than ever before. You have been forged in the fires of adversity and have emerged as a weapon of righteousness in my hand, a vessel of honor fit for the Master's use. This is the great secret of the kingdom. I am more interested in your development than your comfort. I am more committed to your character than your circumstances. And now that the character has been formed, the circumstances must bow to the new person you have become. This is your final and greatest prophetic victory. It is the victory of a transformed life. It is the victory of becoming more like me. You have overcome not by your own might, nor by your own power, but by my Spirit. You will now walk in a dimension of authority and power that you have only dreamed of. You will no longer be defined by your problems. You will be known as a problem solver. You will no longer be seen as a victim. You will be recognized as a victor. The heavens are not just moving for you, they are moving through you. This week, as your situation begins to turn, do not be so focused on the external changes that you miss the miracle of who you have become. For this is the change that will last for eternity. This is the victory that can never be taken from you. You are my beloved child, in whom I am well pleased. Now go forth and walk in the newness of life. For your season of breakthrough is not just coming this week. It has already begun within you. The old has passed away. Behold, all things have become new. Can you feel the shift? The change is not a distant event. It is a present reality. My child, we have reached a sacred moment. The words I have spoken are not just information for your mind, but impartation for your spirit. They are seeds of life, planted in the fertile soil of your believing heart. The pain you have endured has been the tilling of that soil, preparing it for this very moment. You have felt isolated, as if you were in a boat by yourself, tossed by a storm that would never end. You have looked for a rescue, for a hand to pull you out of the turbulent waters. The emotional toll of this long and arduous season has been immense, leaving you feeling fragile and exposed. You have longed for security, for a safe harbor, for solid ground beneath your feet. The constant instability has been draining, making it hard to trust that anything good could last. This deep-seated need for stability and security has been the silent cry of your heart. My divine action, in this final moment of our communion, is to become your anchor. I am the rock that is higher than you, the firm foundation that can never be shaken. This week, I am grounding you in my love and my faithfulness in a way that will make you impervious to the shifting circumstances of the world. You will feel a profound sense of stability and security, not because your problems have vanished, but because your feet are planted on the unshakable rock of who I am. I am your refuge and your fortress, your very present help in times of trouble. Therefore, you will not fear, though the earth give way and the mountains fall into the heart of the sea. This is the living water turning into a solid foundation beneath you. This is the armor of faith becoming your very ground to stand on. You are being made unshakable because you are being built upon me. Share this video with 2 people who need a word from God today. The greater revelation is that you were never in the boat alone. I was always there with you, in the midst of the storm, commanding the winds and the waves to obey my ultimate purpose for your life. The storm was not meant to sink you, but to bring you to a place of such complete dependence on me that you would discover the power that lies within you, my power. You are about to realize that you are no longer a passenger in the boat, but a co-captain with me. You have learned to navigate the storms of life with faith, to speak to the wind and the waves from a place of authority. This season has trained you to be a master of the sea, to be a beacon of hope for others who are caught in their own storms. You are graduating from being a survivor to being a rescuer. This is your prophetic victory. You are becoming the storm stiller. The peace you have received is now a peace you will carry and release to others. The strength you have gained is now a strength you will use to lift up the weak. The hope that has been restored in you will become a fire that ignites hope in the hearts of the hopeless. Your testimony will be a lighthouse guiding others safely to shore. This is the culmination of your journey. Your personal breakthrough is becoming a corporate blessing. The change in your situation this week is not just for you. It is for every life you are destined to touch. You are a vessel of my glory, a conduit of my love, a demonstration of my power. The heavens are moving in your favor so that you can become a force of heaven on earth. Your life is now a testament to my promise that I can take what is broken and make it beautiful, what is weak and make it strong, what is lost and bring it to a glorious destiny. The final cliffhanger is not a question of what I will do next, but what you will do now. The miracle is waiting on your belief. My child, the journey we have taken through these words has been a journey from your heart to mine, and from mine back to yours. We have walked through the valleys of your deepest pains, the ache of loneliness, the sting of disappointment, the weight of fear, the burden of the past, and the anxiety for the future. You have carried these burdens for so long, believing you had to be strong enough to bear them alone. You have felt the crushing pressure of a world that demands perfection while offering no grace. You have struggled under the weight of your own expectations, feeling that you have fallen short, that you are not enough. This deep, pervasive feeling of inadequacy has been the root of so much of your suffering. It has been a constant, draining whisper that has tried to undermine your confidence, your joy, and your faith in my love for you. It has been the source of the resistance you have felt, an internal limitation that has been more powerful than any external obstacle. My final, all-encompassing divine action is to breathe into you, my own breath of life, and speak the ultimate truth over you. You are enough, because I am enough in you. This is the great exchange. I am taking your weaknesses, your failures, your inadequacies, and I am clothing you in my righteousness, my strength, and my perfection. This is not something you earn. It is a gift you receive by faith. This week, this truth will move from your head to your heart and become the core of your identity. You will no longer strive for acceptance, because you will live in the reality of being fully accepted and deeply loved by me. The armor of faith is now sealed with the undeniable truth of your belovedness. The living water has washed away the stain of unworthiness. The light of my presence has exposed the lie that you are not enough and replaced it with the glorious truth of who you are in me. This is the final chain to be broken, the final prison door to be flung open. The ultimate revelation, the one that ties everything together, is that this entire message, this entire prophetic word, has been a love letter from your Father. It has not been a formula for breakthrough, but an invitation into a deeper relationship with me. The change in your situation, the victory, the blessings, they are all byproducts of the one thing that truly matters: my passionate, relentless, unconditional love for you. You are about to understand that my love is not a passive emotion. It is the most powerful force in the universe. It is the force that created worlds, the force that parted the sea, the force that rolled the stone away from the tomb. And it is this very force that is working mightily on your behalf right now. The heavens are moving in your favor not because you are perfect, but because you are loved perfectly. This is your eternal prophetic victory. It is the victory of love. Love has conquered fear. Love has conquered shame. Love has conquered the past. Love is conquering your present circumstances, and love has already secured your glorious future. You are stepping into a life where you are not just aware of my love, but you are powered by it. It will be the motivation for all you do, the source of all your strength, and the foundation of your unshakable peace. This week, you will not just experience a change in your situation. You will experience an overwhelming, life-altering, paradigm-shifting encounter with the love of your Father. And that, my beloved child, will change everything forever. You are not just being helped, you are being held. You are not just being blessed, you are being beloved. This is your truth. This is your reality. This is your victory, now and for all eternity. If this message spoke to you, comment, "God is with me and He will never abandon me." Share your testimony in the comments. Like and subscribe for more powerful messages from God. Thank you for watching. May God bless you abundantly. The miracle does not start tomorrow. It begins now, in the moment you choose to believe.